me about your experience at Learn to Lead.
It was really fun. It was really informational, and I learned a lot about leadership and the 7 C's, so that was really fun. And we danced a lot, so that was cool.
Okay. And what motivated you to come to a 12-hour training on leadership on a Saturday?
I actually really like leadership and learning about it because I always want to improve myself and become a better person. So it's always good for me to learn new things and new opinions from everybody so I can keep improving and grow in society.
What was your biggest takeaway or something that has stuck with you after you left?
The kid president, actually. That was cool. He was in the video and he was so little and he was so young, and I was like, man, if I was his age, would I really be doing exactly what he's doing? Probably not. I'd probably be playing with dolls or something. But he was so cool and he was so inspirational, so it just made me want to go out there and do exactly what he's doing.
How have your views on leadership changed?
I learned a lot about the societal perspective. I mean, well, you did learn from an individual perspective, but most of my previous leadership training was just about the individual, and it's like only you can change. And that's kind of the way it was here, but there was more of a take on society and what society would do with what you have changed for, you know what I'm saying? So it's more of a from society. So that was cool, how everyone else would take what you're doing to heart.
And what advice would you give to other young adults about leadership?
Just try to improve. You don't have to be perfect on the first try. So if you mess up when you're in the role of being a leader, just keep trying, and it's okay if you mess up.
Tell me about your experience at Learn to Lead.
It was definitely an interesting experience. Usually workshops and stuff, I'm not used to people being so engaged, but everyone there seemed to really want to engage and talk about stuff, and it really got kind of philosophical, which I liked because I'm a philosophical person. But it was very enjoyable and a lot more engaging than I'm used to for a workshop. So.
And what motivated you to come to a 12-hour training on leadership on a Saturday?
Well, I didn't have anything planned that Saturday, so that was the first part of it. It was free. There was food there for all day, which is pretty great. And I did talk with some people I know, and they were telling me that it's a really good thing to have on your resume.
And what was your favorite part of Learn to Lead?
It was like we did an exercise where we were supposed to draw trees based on current world problems, and then symptoms of the problems, and then solutions to the problems and how we could get involved in those solutions to the problems. We had to come up with the whole tree from scratch. So I really liked that activity.
And what was your biggest takeaway or something that has stuck with you after you left?
Probably all the examples of how if you step up and do something that's needed, people will follow. So,
how have your views on leadership changed?
Like that part that I just said is a big part of it. Like before, I kind of view leadership as, someone steps up, tries to get something done, and everyone's just working against it, and it never gets done, which I guess can happen, but if it's truly a need that needs to be met, then people will end up following whoever steps up to lead.
And do you see yourself as a leader?
I did not. I still kind of am struggling with it, but one of the exercises we did was we had all these bags, and we were supposed to write down something positive that we saw in someone else. And then we'd write down on a card, put it in the bag, and pass it to right. And a third of mine said leader, so I guess.
What advice would you give to other young adults about leadership?
Just step up and do it. It's a big part of it. I know for me, a lot of time I don't lead because of fear that it won't work. But if you don't